Awesome. Good morning, guys. It is awesome. Okay. Good morning, guys. It's me, Brandolene Johnson. I'm here on Instagram and on our Facebook community, Your Spiritual Awakening community on Facebook. And today is day one of the Approve Yourself Psychic um, challenge. So we're doing 5 whole days. Today we're going to experience our all your clairs. So I'm going to show you. Um, how you could prove to yourself that you actually can access information via these invisible muscles, right? So let's dive right in. These are going to be super short little trainings for you guys. So make sure you're here every day at 11 Pacific to get in on this training. And as long as you have signed up for as long as you have signed up for the trainings, you will actually get a replay emailed to you every day. Um, I absolutely love, love, love doing these challenges as a way to help you kind of discover the tip of the iceberg of your abilities. It is absolutely my passion and my purpose on this planet to help people awaken to their abilities because awakening to your abilities awakens a whole new life for you. I can't see like everybody's comments maybe. So, hey Rosie, hi Lindsay, hi Linda. Um, Hi, Megan. So let's dive right in. So, first of all, when we're experiencing, and hey, Kathy, when we're experiencing our abilities, and hey, Chantel, it's super important to be present, be here, be right here in our body, right? So, I want you guys to take a nice deep breath with me because we're going to just dive right in and you're just going to experience it. Um, So take a couple deep breaths so that you could just become aware of where you're at. Become aware that you don't have to do anything to be supported by the universe, that you could just sit here. Gravity's holding you down, your chair's holding you up. Just become aware of your body, become aware of your breath. So you get inside your body because maybe you guys were running to turn on the Facebook Live. Maybe you were trying to get a cup of coffee really quick. Maybe you're thinking about what you have to do afterwards. But I want you to just be super present with me right here because that is like the number one thing that you need to do in order to actually experience your abilities in motion, right? So now that you're here with me right now, the first one I'm going to share with you is clairvoyance. And you guys are probably going to be like, come on, Brandolene, that's not clairvoyance. That's my imagination. Well, guess what? Your imagination is your clairvoyance, right? Um, so I want you to close your eyes for me right now. And I want you to, I always use this example, I want you to imagine the McDonald's archway. Most of you guys see McDonald's archway or like the Walmart logo every single freaking day, right? You're driving or it's on your TV, or you're driving past it. And I want you guys to tell me, can you see the M in your head? And can you make the M move around? Can you make the M go upside down? And so then I want to share with you that that is your clairvoyance. Like I am just prompting you to imagine something that you've already seen before. Now the neat thing when you develop into it, I could ask you to see inside somebody's body. I could ask you to tell me what's on the other side of the door. I could ask you to go on the other side of this planet and tell me what you see, right? So just something as simple as me prompting you to see the McDonald's logo. You can also do this when you develop on command by seeing things that you've never seen before, right, with your physical eyes. So I ask you, what eyes did you see the McDonald's logo with? Not these ones, right? Not your eyes were not open, your eyes were closed. You can also do this is another example is imagining your mom's face or imagining your children's face. A lot of people come to me because they see faces coming to them when they close their eyes. Who are these people, right? Especially if they don't belong to you. This is your clairvoyance letting you see other people's faces, right? And so now I want to take you into clairaudience, psychic hearing. It's a similar thing. Think of somebody's voice that you hear all the time. Maybe it's an authoritative voice, that authoritative voice of your mom that's chattering in your head that you should do this and you should do that. Maybe it's your husband's voice because you hear him every day, right? Or maybe it's the laughter of your children. You can hear that, but you're not hearing it with these ears. You're hearing it. You're literally, and I want you to hear the tone in your head, right? You're hearing it on the inside. There's no auditory sound coming from outside of your mind right now. This is one way how you receive clairaudience, psychic hearing, right? There's multiple ways that you could receive psychic hearing, which would be, I'll quickly go over that, is it could be an auditory sound outside of you calling your name. It could be that sound just inside of your head where you're like, gosh, I could hear this guy clearing his throat. It's something he always did, right? But you're hearing it inside your head. Or you get just a straight up voiceless thought that you know does not belong to you, a voiceless thought. So where did those sounds come from? It came from you allowing yourself to experience your clairaudience, psychic hearing, right? And now I want you to be super aware of your body because we're going to do clairsentience, psychic, physical feeling, right? Not to be confused with empathy, emotional feeling. So clairsentience, physical feeling, be super aware of your body right now. And now I want you to, I'm going to give you a thought to think of, but I want you to pay attention to what happens to your body when you think the thought, okay? So I want you to remember what the first day of school feels like. Can you feel that feeling in your stomach area, your body area, up and down the front here of your chakra system? Or I want you to remember or think, like, what does Christmas morning feel like? Or um, a thought to yourself, like, what does, like, oh my God, I'm going to go on an airplane. What does that feel like, right? Or I'm going to go on vacation today, right? What does that feel like? These are feelings that are coming up in your stomach that you remember every year. You're like, oh, that feeling, that's the first day of fall, right? We opened the door to northern Michigan. You're like, did you feel that? Like everybody talks about it in Michigan. Did you feel that? Oh, fall is in the air, right? So you physically feel a feeling. And what I love about clairsentience is when you develop it, you become so crazy in tune with your stomach that you can translate feelings that you've never felt before, right? You could translate what a dentist in Utah feels like, right? It's the weirdest thing, but it's so fun when you develop it because you have this relationship with your body, right? With these clairs. And then of course there's, the claircognizance. You can imagine, um, or claircognizance is more knowing, right? There's kind of not really a way to trigger that other than you're like, I don't know how I know, but I know, right? Chantel was talking about that the other day. I don't know how I know, but I know, right? I'll duel you to the death. I just know. And then Clairolfactory, right? There's a couple different names for the smell. You can imagine, remember how your grandpa smelled his cologne that he used, or he just had a scent, right? About him, right? Or you go to your grandparents' house and it always has this kind of smell. So you can imagine that smell right now. It's not coming up your olfactory right now. There's no molecules touching, right? But it is at the same time. It's super groovy. So these are just this very first day, super quick. Like I said, we're only 9 minutes in. We're about done. Is for you to recognize that these are your clairs, as simple as it is. We've been programmed to think that this is all weird shit. To think that if we do these types of things, like we're the devil, right? Or that you just don't dabble into that. But I'm here to completely change that and bring practical spirituality, right? Um, Sharing with you how psychic abilities need to be normalized and really should be taught in elementary school so that you stay connected to who you really are and you actually use this to receive the true information instead of relying on what's outside of you. And it is so important for this right now. So freaking important for you to be your own radar system. So that's the end of day one. The rest of this week, I'm going to show you how to see your past loved ones in your home. I'm going to explain a little more about how clairvoyance works and how you can overlap visions. I'm going to talk to you about how to use your spirit guides, right, or your higher self to make important decisions. Um, all of those things we're going to go over this week. So you are so very welcome. I'm so excited. This literally is the biggest challenge that we've ever had. Um, Sign up. You got so many of you guys signed up, so I'm super grateful for those of you that are able to make the lives. Again, I'll be back at 11 Pacific each day this week with a challenge, and then explaining the obvious reasons why you want to go further instead of just recognizing it. I want you to go deeper and I want you to learn how to use it so that you live a spirit led life. So I'm sending you guys all love. I hope you enjoyed this. If you enjoyed this, please share it with other people. I feel like it is our duty, right? You're welcome, Linda. I feel like it's our duty to develop our abilities. And well, and now I see all you guys on Facebook talking to me too. Um, and I will see you guys tomorrow. You're welcome.